What's up, good people? Welcome to another episode of Talk of the Shore. My name is Ralan Wardlaw.
I'm Langston Frazier. Yo, it's another week, another episode. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling really good. Good week so far.
Good week so far.
Good week so far.
Happy April.
Yeah, it's top of this recording. It's April Fool's Day. I have not been fooled yet today. Probably just jinxed myself. I have no wood to knock on, so...
Did you try to jinx somebody?
Huh?
Did you try to jinx somebody?
No, I'm not good at it. Not good at it, man.
I ain't got nobody in a while, but you know what I mean? If I put some time into it, I usually can get people.
Yeah.
I try to.
Good deal.
But, obviously, as always, if you haven't checked out last week's episode,
Yep.
make sure you go check out last week's episode with Tom Gray. Find out how Del Mar is in Delaware and Maryland.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Very
it's all
good episode. Maybe get some tips on your strength and conditioning.
Yep.
So you get ready for the gym. Cause
Somewhere you don't go.
It's somewhere I don't go. Not yet. Starting May 16th. I'll be at a gym.
Why?
Brand new place
Why
at a
until
gym.
May 16th?
Brand new
Health
place.
is wealth.
Brand new place at a gym.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be out on this golf
Your
course.
body's a temple, man. You gotta take care of it.
Gotta take care of it. I'm excited. I'll get there. They have a Peloton in there, and I'm a real big cycling fan. So take.
I don't really like
online
cycling
classes.
I'll do the elliptical, but I don't really like cycling.
I can do that.
Well, I'll just it's the weather is better, so I'm starting to run again. So
Right.
That's good. But I forgot, like, after not running for a while, quarantine and whatever. Well, not really even quarantine. It was the snow, be honestly.
Understandable.
But so when I got back out there, I started trying to go, and I got to build myself back up. But
You got time.
yeah, I got time.
Got time. Got a little time. If you're good by like June 1, I think you're set.
Speaking of June, my birthday's in June, so we getting prepared for that. It's gonna be big time stuff, man.
Yeah, man. We'll be
Another
got
year,
your
man.
vaccine done.
Oh, that's
You can go about
this
town
coming
and-
Monday, second shot.
Ah.
So I can be in them streets in like a middle of the month. I'm in them by tax day. I'm in them streets,
Man, so did you finish your taxes? Because they extended taxes.
Oh yeah, I
but
already got that money back.
Mine been
I already
long
got that
now.
money back.
But for the people who have been
going
sitting
up.
not doing anything,
I'm gonna be
tax day
fully
has been
vaxxed.
extended. Make sure you get your taxes done. Don't let the IRS get you
People, you can just file an extension and get 6 months.
and just not do it.
No,
Like-
they will come get you.
Well,
Trust me.
yeah, that's true.
But if you file anybody can file an extension. You don't have to be like a business. Or anybody can file an extension. And you get 6 months.
Nice. Good to know.
Yeah,
Probably never need it, but good to know.
I mean, it's mostly for like families and stuff, or
Right.
people who own their own businesses, because it's a little bit harder, and you got to hire a accountant. or whatever.
Accountant, go through all your finances and whatnot.
Yeah.
Big bucks.
All right, so you know how we start off things.
Yo, I got an HBCU fact of the day. Of course, every day is an HBCU fact.
Absolutely.
Every day. You got to learn something new. But here's my fact for you. Do you know how many community colleges, or AKA junior colleges, are HBCUs?
Nah.
11.
11.
The 11 total junior colleges or community college are HBCUs. But the closest one to us is the University District of Columbia Community College, known as UDC-CC, obviously in Washington, D.C.
That's what's up.
That's,
I do know.
that's cool.
It's one. It was one like 20 minutes away from where I went to college. Denmark Tech, which is in Denmark, South Carolina, which is in Orangeburg County, which is where South Carolina State is. But then it's also another HBCU in Denmark called Voorhees, and I think those are the only two things in Denmark, South Carolina. Like it's one blinking light and that's it. But it's it's crazy. It's two colleges at one. So. One community college HBCU and then one four-year HBCU. So,
Hey, two is better than one.
two's better
Especially
than one.
when it's a HBCU.
Hey, come on now. Come on now. You already know how it is. We HBCU advocates over here.
Always.
You know what I mean? You be HBCU grad in like a month
Man.
and a half.
Our guest is going to be one too.
I know, in like a month and a half.
I'm so excited. We got some good news today. We'll talk about that too, but woo.
All right, so when you talk about graduation
Graduation.
and college is a journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you come in as a freshman, And then you get to be a senior. I've literally seen this person go from freshman year, when she was like a snotty-nosed little kid.
Why you gotta do that to her, man?
And then she's a senior now, and all she's done is just blow her nose one time. She's still snotty-nosed. But I just mess with her all the time. So I guess sitting to my right is a senior pitcher on the Hawks softball team, Nasya Goodman. What's up, Nasya?
Hello, Ralan. I don't know. Are you always try to start with me?
You like that?
Ralan?
That's an
Always.
intro. That's what you call an intro.
Introduction.
Right there. You know what I mean? I have to always, bring it.
I feel as though Langston would have did a lot better.
No, it's just part. It's our show
okay.
though. We kind of
We kind of navigate it. It's on the
how we
script.
do it,
Technically,
you know
that's
what I
his
mean?
job. He's
because
supposed
the guest
to
is always
introduce
to
you.
my right. So that's how we do it.
Right.
So start the show off how we always do. First of all, Nasya, where are you from?
I am from Willingboro, New Jersey.
Willingboro, New Jersey.
That's a
Yes.
mouthful.
That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. So, if you had to explain Willingboro, the big city of Willingboro.
It's a town.
Oh, wait,
excuse me,
why
town.
you
Excuse
jumping
me,
the
town.
gun?
Excuse me, town. The big town. It's a big rich town if you watch Power. Oh God. The big town of Willingboro. If you could name it or describe it, in 3 words, what would you say about Willingboro?
Well, the first one's ironic. Small. Talented.
Small, talented.
Diversity.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Why those 3?
Well, coming from Willingboro, it's about 30 minutes from Philadelphia, about an hour from New York City. So it's kind of like the middle point between 2 major cities. So I would say small just because everybody there knows everybody. There's the mom and pop grocery stores. There's only one high school in the town, which is Willingboro High. So basically from elementary school all the way up through high school, you're with the same kids. You're in the same classes. You know everyone. And then when it comes to the talent part of it, we have a lot of talent when it comes to football. We have a lot of talent when it comes to softball and baseball and track. So that's for the talent part. And then diversity, just because over the last couple of years, a lot more people have been moving into Willingboro. They're doing a lot of restoration of housing. They're putting a lot more social things to do in the town. So it used to be a lot of majority of African American, and it still is, but we're starting to get a lot more diversity coming into the town.
Is that something that you welcome to your hometown?
Diversity?
Yeah.
Yes, I feel as though with me being multicultural and multiracial myself, diversity is a big thing for me, especially since sometimes you don't really get to learn everything that you need to learn in a public school system or even in college. So I definitely think diversity welcomes knowledge and welcomes learning, and with knowledge is power. So
That's no, for sure. For sure. See, I told you she blew her nose.
Ralan,
She didn't talk like that when she was a little baby.
No, I was never like that. Come
She didn't
on.
talk like that when she was a little baby. Now she's all grown up.
Yeah, man, it's weird. I've seen a couple student athletes come from freshman year to senior year, and see them almost come to graduate and walk across stage. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But you have, I think this is your first full student
Yeah, this is the
athlete
first-
from the one that you sports that you cover to kind of
All the way out
all
of
the
here.
way literally walking out of the door.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, this year, this first
know.
class I've seen go all the way through.
I know I'm your favorite.
Oh, okay.
It's
Here we
okay.
go
You
again.
can let them know.
If you believe that in your heart,
I like the effort.
in your heart, all you gotta believe is what's within you. You know what I mean? Believe in yourself, because people ain't gonna believe in you all the time, but believe in yourself.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, tell me.
Absolutely. So, all right. So we always like to, kind of figure out how did people get to here. So excuse me. you're a pitcher on the softball team. What led you to come to school here, and what was the journey to get here?
So, Kiana Peterson, she is an alumni.
Shout out to Kiana.
She went here for softball. We played travel ball together. We played on the high school team together. So we were very close. So when I started looking for schools, I knew I wanted to go to HBCU.
That's good.
Right off the bat, I was already
Off the
looking
rip.
at Morgan and Norfolk and Hampton, and UMES wasn't necessarily on the list, but I went to Kiana because I know that she went to a HBCU, so she told me about the school. I did some research, and then come to find out they had a hospitality program, and I want to be a chef, and this is the only school that has a full preparatory kitchen. So I was like, I can get basically a 2-for-1. I can play Division I softball and then also get my degree in something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
Let me tell you, if you haven't been in that kitchen and you haven't had like dinner theater or like lunch service in there, we can both relate because like half my major is hospitality, so I've done all the classes. Incredible. We cook some good food up in there.
Well, you cook too?
Yeah.
What you was cooking?
We had jerk chicken.
Okay.
What chef likes to make? What does he like? He likes
Macaroni and
oxtail
cheese.
sometimes. He's very like Caribbean based. So it's like
I'm here for that.
chicken is always good. The rolls are always like a steal. Those are gone in the first like 10 minutes. You can never find any. Seniors always come in and take all the food. But you dinner service in there, lunch service, you learn how to like wait tables and like bartend and like
That's what's up.
It's
Whole
dope.
9
Yeah,
yards.
it's like a comprehensive kind of thing. It's not
Gotcha.
just the front of the house, it's the back of the house, it's the business, it's the financing, it's the marketing. It's like a all-in-one kind of thing.
basically.
That's what's up. So, what made you want to come to a HBCU like off like the rip? Like because I too, when I was coming out of school, I wanted to go to HBCU. I knew that. But so what for you made you want to go to HBCU?
For me, it was a lot of the culture of it. Even though I grew up in a predominantly African American town, I wanted to get the feeling of being around people my age, like me, all of us going through college, and then also when it comes to like things that are HBCU, like sororities and fraternities, homecoming, yard shows, spring fest. So like I wanted that experience. And then also just for the fact that softball is not a very heavily populated sport for African Americans. So when I would always go travel ball in high school, it would be a lot of me being the only African American on the team. So coming here where half the team looks like me and there's a lot more diversity on the field, that was just something like, yeah, like I want to go here.
Right. That's got to give you like a lot of confidence.
Exactly.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I'm thinking about just culture and what being at HBCU is. For me, it's simple as black excellence.
Yeah.
That's just how when people ask me, I just say, man, it's black excellence.
And it's
that's
funny.
That's what it is.
Because
for me.
people just don't like understand that. Like it's much more
and
than
it
just
can't be
saying
explained either.
it. It's much more than just saying
You
it.
have to experience it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then too, I think the other part is like when you go back.
That's what
After
I'm,
graduate, like y'all gonna when
That's
you
what
go
I'm waiting
back,
for.
you been with me. Nature seen me when I was on South Carolina State campus. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I was at home. I was,
Mind you, he's supposed to be here for our tournament, and he hops off the bus. He's like, "All right, I'll see y'all later. Like, I'm out of here."
He's like, how much time do I have?
all right. Look, I didn't abandon y'all. I mean, look, first of all, remember when they didn't let y'all? We didn't have anywhere to go shower. Who found y'all someplace to go
Yes,
shower?
really.
Who found you
Yes,
someplace to go
did.
shower, change your clothes? That was good. And then I didn't know who was in the gym. I just said, man, somebody gonna be in here. I know. Somebody gonna be in here. I know. That was so. Hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? The girls they need to. You know what I'm saying? And they protect. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey,
Back up,
y'all
back
can't
up.
go in there right now. The ladies in there. You know what I'm saying? They took care of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's that good Southern hospitality.
But I think that's for any HBC that you
I
go
mean,
to.
yeah, but you was just,
You obviously went to that school, but I think you would get that.
you'll get that
hospitality
anywhere. You'll get that anywhere. I was just, you know what I'm saying. I was just saying that because Nasia was there. You know what I'm saying. She seen me on campus. And
Did I?
You just said you were there. You play softball, don't you?
Yeah, that's me.
I know. Wow. But you know, just saying, y'all gonna feel like when you come back, that feeling it's
I'm
eternal.
waiting for it.
It's eternal for real.
Because like I think COVID will pretty much be over. Let's pray November because we now have fall homecomings instead of spring homecomings, so we can play a little more of a competitive basketball game. It's right in kind of the heart of the season. Pretty much, we're just now starting. So
How did you
y'all
feel about
see me
that?
down here homecoming weekend?
Like, how do y'all feel about a fall homecoming here?
I've never had a fall homecoming while I'm here, and I've been here close to. By the time I graduate, nearly 5 years and like 8 months and a couple days. Yes, I know how many days. But I've never had a fall homecoming down here. Now I've been to a fall homecoming at Hampton. Now that's something. Man, let me tell you, it's something about an HBCU band rolling into a football stadium with them like the tubas. For me, it's what does it for me. I'm like, yo, this is cool.
I love the concept of a fall homecoming just
I think it's
because
great.
when it's in the spring, we're traveling. So I've never been to a homecoming.
That's true. That's true.
Because February is like our preseason tournament. So I've been, my freshman year, we were in Savannah, sophomore year, North Carolina, and then last year we were in, COVID, so we didn't have one.
Right.
So I've never actually been to a homecoming. So I am pumped and excited for a fall homecoming because now I can go.
Right.
And it's funny because people ask me about homecoming here, and it's hard for me to give a full analysis of it because I'm not here as a student or an alum, and homecoming for me, all it is just more work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's kind of like the
so
Super
for homecoming,
Bowl.
it's just more work. So, like after the game, it's like more to clean up. It's more to do. Like, so I haven't been to a step show. I haven't been, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we've had Hall of Fame or we've had some other things.
Me either.
So homecoming's always been extra work for me here. So I like to like ask people either or alums of the school or like kind of at the school, like what's homecoming like for them? Because it's a little bit different for me because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the mix like that as far as being an undergrad or grad school. And so I always like to see what it's like for them. Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel the energy, and I enjoy the energy because, I mean,
Right.
you know, it's an HBCU homecoming. So
Right.
you feel it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, cool, I'm in
You
work
can only
mode as
be
well.
so connected to it.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
so
you
it's
obviously-
same thing at Hawkisteria, too.
yeah.
Hawkisteria. So I kind of, which is kind of like a homecoming type thing, but not really.
It's like a light dust.
So like it's kind of like a
Opening credit kind of
yeah,
thing.
it's an open credit kind of thing, but it's good though. I mean, I enjoy it as far as you know, just the whole atmosphere of the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask y'all that because I mean, we've always had spring homecoming, or not even got to go homecoming.
Yeah.
So just how y'all feel about it being in the fall? But I mean, y'all seem to
We'll
be
see
excited
what
about
happens.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know just from talking to other people, some of them are like, yeah, let's do it. Others are like, no, because they like to go to other people's homecomings in the fall. So like the spring was something that set us apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we like the spring. But for me, I feel like fall basketball season is already in. Hawkisteria is before that. So I feel as though we'll get a lot more people
Right,
down to
volleyball is just
university
now
having a
finishing
fall
up.
homecoming.
That would be cool. No, I'm just gonna say it. What would be cool if they put a volleyball game on homecoming, like early in the day, and a back to women's and men's basketball game.
That's
that would be
smart.
dope.
That's
I would
smart.
be there sitting in my seat. You already don't like me already, but I'll be sitting in my seat cheering on everybody.
Look, this is his job. This is what
y'all
he gets
trying to
paid
add extra
for.
work.
This is what you get paid for.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just
know,
had to throw
but-
it out there in case our athletic director wants to listen to the episode.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
listen to the portion now.
That's no. I mean, I like that. I mean, I've been here before when we had like I think two maybe 3 years ago. We had a volleyball game in the afternoon, I guess you say, and then we just had one. It was just women's basketball game, and that was a long day. But I did like. I mean, I thought
Yeah,
it was cool.
it's
like cool atmosphere, and it was good to see. And it got people out earlier to be able. And so we probably had a bigger crowd at the volleyball game that day because they knew, it's like a whole day of sports
Right.
versus just, like usually when it's double headers, if they don't want to, they kind of.
right. They can
If they
scope
want
out
to
the
watch,
match.
if they want to come early to watch the women, like it's hard. Like it's hard to like watch 2 basketball games fully back to back.
Right.
So sometimes you'll see people come in early, watch the women, and then by the time the men's game gets like
Right.
halftime, they're falling
First
apart.
half, they're
Yeah.
if they're not like destroying them, they're like,
They
okay.
kind of. But I've also seen this other way to where the beginning of the women's game is like not many people there. People start coming in the second half of that game because they're like, hey, I can,
Right.
I can just follow right into the men's game because it's hard. I mean, it's hard to sit and watch like 2 full basketball games
Right.
in a row.
I haven't watched a basketball game at this university in so long. Like sitting in the stands, watching a full blown out basketball
I never
game. I'm
have.
typically working a
I
basketball
never
game.
have. So I don't
I think
even
the
know.
only game that I remember watching was like 3 years ago. Me and my dad came down over like winter break and we watched I think it was the last Hampton game that they played here in conference.
That was when I first got here. That's when I
Yeah.
first got here, and
Yeah.
the Hawks won, and it's crazy because they won that game, and then Hampton ended up winning the conference.
Yikes.
That was crazy. I was like, man, things gonna be okay. And then you talk about one team going one way and the other one going the other way.
I don't know what to tell you.
So,
But
who knows?
new era, new coach. We good. We got this.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing. You know what I mean? And speaking of like you've played for 2 coaches here, Nasya. So not to like compare the 2, but what was it like for you going from one coach to another? Because I know a lot of people maybe watching the show, that could potentially be college athletes later on. And so what was it like for you coming here under one coach and having to adjust to another coach?
It was definitely a huge adjustment just because of how the coaching styles were so different. We went from a coach that wasn't really aggressive, wasn't really competitive, to one that is fast-paced, be here, pick this up quicker, very competitive. Not to say that she's in your face, but she expects a lot, and you have to train as though knowing that she expects more, so I need to put out more effort. So it was definitely a period of time where I had to adjust to being a little bit lackadaisical when it came to my training, to being in the gym 5 days out of the week and really grinding hard because that's what her expectation is.
Right. Is that kind of something that you put into your game now, or kind of something that you take away, not just off on the softball field, but off the field as well? Is there something kind of you take away from that?
Her coaching style?
Yeah.
On and off the field. Definitely on the field, I take away her ability to coach, and not coach, because some coaches are very like in your face, yelling, you need to do this or you're going to be out. Whereas Coach K, she finds a way to coach harshly but not become too harsh on you. So when it comes to making errors, she's like, okay, let's go pick it up, but she's not like, make another error, you're out the game kind
Right.
of thing. And then like in life, Coach K is really big on preparing all of us for life after college, because softball is one of those sports you don't play it for the rest of your life. So she's very big on making sure that we're prepared to continue our life after softball when it comes to going out in the workforce, when it comes to dealing with other people, when it comes to conflict, when it comes to resolutions and maybe getting rejected and how to deal with that rejection and work through it to come out on the other side.
That's what's up. So speaking of the workforce, you have a really big internship coming up.
Right.
This summer. So tell the people at home and riding in the car and wherever they're at, what your internship this summer is.
So this summer I will be a culinary intern under the head chef for the Somerset Patriots, who is a AA affiliate for the New York Yankees.
Pause. That's cool. That's really cool. Just say it again, because it just sounded so nice.
I will be a culinary intern under the head chef of the Somerset Patriots, who are the new AA affiliate of the New York Yankees. Thank you. So yeah, it's basically a minor league team that when the Yankees are looking to bring in more players, they go to the Somerset Patriots. When there are Yankees players that are injured and working back into playing regularly, they come and play the games with the Patriots. So basically, I'll be doing pre-game meals, post-game meals, people that are in the sky boxes, like the owners of the stadium and kind of like the high-class personnel. I'll be cooking for them. And then everything when it comes to like packaging and working with the dietitian, the New York Yankees have put in a lot of like policies and stuff when it comes to what the players eat, how many times they eat, when they eat. So I'm very excited.
So excited, folks, that she sat down with the PR team at Maryland Eastern Shore, penned an awesome article called Coping with COVID with High Cheese. That's like awesome. So go check it out. It's called The Key, UMES, right there. We'll post a link in the bio of the podcast. But that's super, super cool.
Thank you.
Wow, that's sweet.
So you are a Yankees fan, correct?
Oh, avid. My whole family are Yankees fan. Avid Yankees fan.
All right, whoa. Okay, excuse me, avid. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm serious. What fan are you? Let's hear this.
Well, when it comes to baseball, I always like to, baseball and basketball, I just like to see the teams around me do well. So I've always, because I've watched the Braves, like the Braves were always on TV when I was growing up. So I like to see the Braves do well. But I'd be lying if I say I follow them heavy. Okay. But I mean, I like to keep an eye out, see what they're doing.
As long as it's not the Red Sox, I'm fine.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm going to lie. I can remember, I'm old enough to remember the Red Sox just losing and losing and losing.
Yeah.
And 04, I can remember. I know you don't want to hear this as a Yankees fan when the Yankees blew that 3-0 lead. But
all right,
listen,
Ralan.
It's just me personally. Now, I don't watch baseball heavy until the playoffs because I'm not,
right.
I don't got time to watch 10 pickoffs in the first inning.
17 million games. Yeah, keep it simple.
So it was ALCS 04. You know what I'm saying? I remember Pedro Martinez was on the Red Sox. The Who's Your Daddy thing. It was tearing them up. Red Sox was up 19-8. I remember watching the 19-8 Game 3 in 04. And I was like, yo, the Red Sox about to get swept out here. And then I remember they was talking about it on, Matt Lauer was talking about it on Today Show, like, man, the Yankees is doing it. And I said, well, let's just see. Red Sox won a game. I'm like, they'll lose tomorrow. Red Sox won another game. Now, when it got 3-2, that's when I started watching. And I'll never forget. There's a lot of stuff in sports I can remember what I was doing. I remember laying in my bed. A-Rod was running down first base. Jeter was, I think, on second or first. And then Bronson Arroyo was pitching. It was the Kurt Schilling Bloody Sock game. Don't ask me why my recall of this game is so good.
That's good.
It was the Bloody Sock game. Kurt Schilling had just came out the game. Bronson Arroyo was pitching. And A-Rod hit this little dribbler. Bronson Arroyo picked it up, went over to tag him. And from the back, it looked like Bronson Arroyo dropped the ball. It went over. Jeter scored. A-Rod on second. And I was like, man, this cursive is real. Like, they can't break out of it. Then they showed the replay. And they showed A-Rod, who's, good baseball player. But he cheated in more ways than one. And he snapped the ball out my man Bronson Arroyo hand. And that's when I knew. I said, oh, the Yankees done.
She didn't even flinch when you said that.
They trying to cheat now? They trying to cheat now? Because usually, the Red Sox, the Yankees just blow the Red Sox out. It's just whatever. We just kill them.
04?
04.
I was 6, so you mean you can't really. You're not
I know your recall is your recall of this isn't
me.
my recall of this. But I remember I was I'm like, yo, the Red Sox about to come back. I remember the Red Sox coming back, and it's funny because I was listening to some podcast and they were saying, obviously the Yankees are the Yankees, but for kids, for somebody like people your age, like the Red Sox have been more successful in your lifetime than
Not
the Yankees.
as mediocre as they were before.
Oh, Lord. Here you go.
I'm just saying.
I mean, like they're like the in your lifetime, the Red Sox have been really good. Because like think about it, they won the World Series. You was 6. They've won what 2 or 3 more since
I don't
then?
think she's gonna give him credit at all.
You know what I mean?
Not
She ain't
at
got to
all.
give him credit. And LeBron is part of the. LeBron is bought into. I mean, he's not an owner of the Red Sox, but he's like part of the ownership group or something. That
He's got $1.
He's got
in it.
some part in the Red Sox now, and y'all know how I feel about LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get
So
him
now,
started.
I mean, I gotta keep my eye on the Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? They gotta. I hope they can do. I hope they do well. I'm not saying I'm cheering for them. I'm not saying I'm following them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like what they did. They got rid of Mookie Betts. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying?
So now that we've heard your most memorable game,
No, it wasn't the most memorable. I just remember I said the Yankees is cheating. The
I
Yankees
guess.
cheating out here. You know what I'm saying?
I
They
hope
beat the
you-
Braves when I was about they beat the Braves in the World Series when I was a little kid. I said the Yankees be cheating. But Derek Jeter? Oh, I love Derek Jeter.
Oh, okay.
I love
as
Derek
long as we
Jeter.
on the same page with that
Derek
one.
Jeter is the man.
he's good.
You know what I'm
He's
talking
very
about? The man.
Nice.
Off the field, he is the all-time man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get your Googles up. Because this man is undefeated off the field. Undefeated. He cannot be touched. That man lived in New York for all that time. No scandal. No trouble. You know what I'm saying? Was linked to some excellent people. You know, I'll leave it at that. Use your Googles if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, use your Googles if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you do know what I'm talking about, you will agree. Derek Jeter is the man. That is El
Jeez,
Capitan.
I remember when he was still playing. Now it's kind of like, yeah.
Is Derek Jeter the man, bro?
No, I don't blame you. I don't
Jeter,
blame you. I
man.
think I'm a more of a Nationals fan.
You're a Nationals fan?
Just because obviously hometown team
For
gotta
sure. Oh, yeah, you
default.
got to support, you know what I'm saying? Derek Jeter the man, but he ain't Chipper Jones or nobody, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Shout out to the Braves. You know, he ain't Andrew Jones.
Okay.
Okay, enough of the
Okay.
professional baseball major leagues. How was your kind of playing experience here? I know, time kind of fell short on your side, kind of with COVID. You played 3 seasons. You didn't really, or 2 seasons technically. You didn't
Two
get
plus.
to have a senior season per se. But how was your time that you did get to play?
Well, I would first like to say my time here is not over since I'm coming back to do a 5th year. So I'm very
Nice.
excited about that. But my freshman and sophomore year was a lot of getting to know me, growing as not only as an athlete but also as a woman. So that's kind of like my transitioning period, which is why I'm very excited for this 5th year, which I really feel as though is now my kind of like my breakthrough season where everything's working, everything's fitting, let's go win a championship. Whereas my freshman and sophomore year was just like, oh, I've never played on this big of a stage before. Wow, I'm really Division I athlete. Everyone here is the best on their team, so like I now need to work. So I'm definitely excited. The experience has definitely been a learning one, but one that I will cherish forever.
And like, I guess for you it was kind of weird because this is inside information that I know. Like when you came in as a freshman, you kind of originally you weren't going to be the number 1 pitcher, and then you kind of got thrust into that due to injury. So, what do you feel like? Even though you're like, oh, this is a different stage, do you feel like having to have that big of a role early on kind of helped with your growth?
Actually, if anything, I feel like it kind of stunted my growth. And I say that because I put everything on my shoulders. So it kind of wasn't just like I tackled the opportunity, but it stunted my growth in the fact that I forgot that it's a team sport. And I went to I need to strike everyone out. I need to be the best I can be every game. I can't walk anybody. I need to strike out everybody. If something happens, if we lose, it's my fault. So I definitely think some of it stunted my growth, but especially with the help of Coach K. She's helped me understand and work through my rejection to whereas now, like, I'm ready for the number 1 position. Nobody's taking my number 1 position. So being thrown in there was kind of like I had to get acquainted with college athletics quicker than most freshmen or sophomore who get, a little bit of playing time here and there unless you were just like top 50 in high school. So I definitely was thrown in there quicker, but with everything going on with me learning, it stunted my growth, but now it's starting to help me learn and progress.
Right. And let's put it in the context. Played 28 games your freshman year, started in 27 of them, started in 28 games your sophomore year, played 23 starts your sophomore year. That's pretty high. So 75 games as of right now to the date.
I was there for the majority of them.
There you go.
I was pulling up. You know what I mean?
Stats in here look great.
The stats look good on there? I wonder who put them on there.
Oh,
I wonder how those stats look so good on that website.
I wonder why.
I wonder who gets that stuff on the website. We have to find out who it is. I don't know. I'm just one man. I'm just one man. But according to Naja and her teammates, I don't do anything.
You see how you like to blow stuff out of proportion? I
don't do anything.
You just drag stuff.
I just sit around.
No, because sometimes Raylan always like to be like, that's not my job. That's not my job. That's not. So Raylan, what is your job?
That's what my team says too. They all said the same thing.
That's not my job.
Do anything.
Every time he comes to you, it's like, I have no control over that. Well, that's not my job.
My favorite phrase is above my pay grade.
Exactly.
How many times have I said above my pay grade? I don't know. I don't do anything.
Talk to my supervisor.
I know. Talk to his supervisor. Talk to her supervisor. Man, look, I don't do anything. I'm just one man. I don't do anything.
But I think it's super cool that kind of you're still getting that chance to play in kind of an extra year, even though kind of COVID kind of shut literally everything down, especially for the spring athletes. But so far today, what's kind of been your favorite home game memory and your favorite away game memory?
Favorite home game was beating Howard. Go Lady Hawks. Even though we didn't play that game at our home field, there was a terrible storm about a week and a half before that knocked out our fence. So we actually had to play at Salisbury. But
shout out to SU.
Yes, thank you, SU. But it was a night game. We played 5 innings, had to stop because it got too dark. And then the following weekend, they had to come back down and we finished playing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was I would say the most exciting game that I've played collegiate-wise, just because it was the neck-and-neck, pitch by pitch. We were in a little bit of a pitching duel, and it was those timely hits and those timely plays that put us over top. And then away we played a tournament, and we beat Buffalo. And that was our first win of the season, and that kind of was also a game that was in a pitcher's duel. It challenged me mentally, so this was the first game that I got to see how far I've come with my mental game, since that's something I've been working on. So that game for me was a validation of all the work that I had been doing, to see that my teammates were behind me and that we all worked together to get that win.
No doubt. And I was, that Howard one was crazy.
Yes, it was.
It was
Raylan.
crazy. I kept my composure. I was up there.
You have to. You're in the box. You got to.
Well, actually, I was the only one in the box at the time.
Sometimes he's a little crazy.
I could have. I only get crazy after the game. I'd get on the bus and be like, what was y'all doing? What was y'all doing? I do that to everybody. Man, please. Hey, whatever team I'm with, I get on there. What was y'all doing? Huh?
But I'm curious to know something. So you play the game of softball, and you mentioned earlier that you're in the culinary field. You want to be a chef when you get older. Kind of, we all know how the two compare together, but how does it compare to you, and kind of what you do on the softball field to what you do professionally?
I'm a very competitive person. Whether it be me, like when we leave, if I beat you to that door, like I'm competitive. So on the softball field, that helps with when my teammates are down. I have like the grit. I'm very loud when I'm on the softball field. I like to think of myself as a leader. So I feel as though that's the connection between me being on the field and being in the kitchen. This major has really taught me how to become a better leader and how to not necessarily look at my strengths and weaknesses as a leader, but look at everybody else's so I can delegate properly. So being a leader in the kitchen, if it comes to delegating for a dinner service or if it comes to ordering for a luncheon.
Right. I was thinking memory. Exactly.
Yeah, that leadership in itself, just like remembering on the softball field, knowing where to, if the ball gets hit to me, knowing where to go, like remembering every possible scenario, and then going in the kitchen remembering, okay, this person doesn't want any meat, this person's a vegetarian, this person can't have gluten, this person can't have dairy. So it's a very mental, both occupations can be very mental at certain points in time. So that's the connection I make to the two.
Sweet. Well, you talked about that, kind of the dynamics between the two. What got you into cooking? Because that's not a typical career field that people say, oh, I want to be a head chef when I grow up, or an executive chef when I grow up. Mm-hmm. But I think that's really a cool career path, so much to the fact that before I got into the golf world, I wanted to be a chef myself. But I'm like allergic to everything, so I can't eat anything. It used to be like Food Network all the time, Emerald Lagasse, late at night on the Food Network, Rachel Ray, Bobby Flay, you name them all. Funny the fact that I work for the company that owns Food Network now, so it's like crazy cool. But yeah, what's that kind of experience for you?
So I got into cooking, well, a little bit of a backstory. My mother's grandfather had immigrated from Sicily, and he was a chef. So I come from a big Italian family. Every holiday we eat pasta, Thanksgiving pasta, Christmas pasta, Easter pasta. So
I need to come in your house.
Molto bella.
So that was kind of just like when I was younger, my mom was the type of mom cooked dinner every night. Every night she cooked dinner, so I would always be in the kitchen. You know, first off, I was just watching, and then I started to get a little over about like 10, 11. I was like, Mom, like, can I help you? And then when my grandmother would cook for those holidays, I would help her. And then I started getting into the culinary classes, and for Christmas, I would ask for different things that I can use in the kitchen. So I definitely started, I would say about 12, 13, realizing that I wanted to be a chef.
And what is your favorite, I guess, quote unquote traditional dish to cook? And then what's your favorite, like, kind of more Italian dish to cook?
Traditional, I would say I make a mean beef and potatoes.
Okay.
I would say that a little bit of twist on it. And then Italian, that's something that I would obviously pick over anything. Basically anything Italian I like to cook, but I would say penne vodka is like the best dish that I like to make with grilled chicken.
We're coming to your house.
So can you make a carbonara is the question.
I can make a carbonara, but bacon is not good for you.
I didn't say you had to put bacon in it.
Carbonara, that's what it means.
I know.
Bacon.
Well, what's the version of it that doesn't have bacon in it? There's no version of a carbonara without bacon?
I don't know. Talking to chef.
Baconless carbonara, like
I'm asking because I've been somewhere and I was like, I want the because I like the mushrooms and it was a chicken carbonara. I wanted chicken, but I didn't want. They didn't have like a chicken and mushroom kind of situation, and I didn't want Alfredo, so I was like, look, I want everything but the bacon, and they did it. So I was like, oh, I can just.
That's called a special order.
Yeah, that's kind of like American.
I mean, that's what we
Italian.
do. That's what we do when
Everything
we go to a
is
restaurant.
special order now.
We don't, you know what I mean? Can I get this with that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, first of all, I never want the salad if I go to Italian places. I'm not a big salad fan. Yeah. I like to eat salad. I like to eat healthy, but I eat soup all day.
Same.
I eat soup in June. Like I eat soup in the middle of summer.
I'm the same way. I'll do hot tea any season. Don't care.
And I was going to an Italian place to get some pasta, and I said, "Hey, can I do something other than the salad?" And they said they couldn't even give me soup. They was like, "We just give you more breadsticks." I was like, "More breadsticks? I want soup." That was the first time I ever heard that.
What's your opinion on the world famous Olive Garden breadsticks?
Oh Jesus, Olive Garden.
The world famous Olive Garden.
Their breadsticks are good, but that's probably now that, when I was younger and I was a kid, I was like, ooh, Olive Garden's so good, love Olive Garden. Now it's just like, I do not eat Olive Garden. It's become one of those chain Italian restaurants that I kind of despise as an aspiring Italian chef. Just because that's more American Italian, and I'm going for authentic Italian. It's like when you talk about your carbonara, there's usually not mushrooms in carbonara. It's a bacon pancetta, which is a kind of bacon, and then it's like an egg yolk sauce. So that's the traditional type of Italian, whereas Americanized, they put in the bechamel sauce and the chicken.
I shouldn't be surprised if I paid attention in chef's class, but apparently I missed the Italian lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally egg, Parmesan cheese, and pasta water that makes the sauce for
I feel bamboozled.
For carbonara. Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. Because the mushrooms are supposed to be. I love mushrooms. You know what I mean? That's one of those, I didn't eat a lot. I didn't eat mushrooms when I was a kid, but now, give them to me.
I'm the same way now with bacon.
You didn't eat bacon when you was a kid?
I didn't eat bacon when I was a kid. I was so against it. And bacon
Why?
over the summer for the first time.
How are you not eating bacon as a kid?
No, I don't know. I would do like bacon bits, like little bacon bits in salad. But I'm like, I don't want bacon. Now I had like bacon in June for the first time. Life-changing.
Like that real bacon, the pork bacon.
Life-changing.
Oh, yeah.
That clogs your arteries.
I know.
But guess what? I'm starting at 23 and not at like the age of 5.
Turkey bacon is a very good alternative.
Turkey bacon is good. I don't care.
I put it to you like this. I would rather eat no bacon than turkey bacon.
Oh, my God.
That's drastic.
Dramatic.
That's drastic.
I'm not saying turkey bacon isn't tasty. I'm not saying you can't have good turkey bacon. But if I want bacon, I want artery clogging bacon. I'll go eat turkey sausage or something else. Or I just won't eat meat with my breakfast.
Right.
But if I'm eating bacon, I want the
real
stuff.
Deal.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take that into account. I'm gonna get turkey bacon from now on.
I want to just slice it up right there in front of me. That's kind of bacon. If I'm gonna eat bacon, that's how I'm gonna eat it. But I don't eat. Man, I don't eat bacon hardly ever. Like I can't tell you that I don't. Man, it's been probably at least years since I've like actually bought bacon and had it in my house. I don't buy bacon.
Yet this man just went on a whole spiel about bacon.
He said, "If I can't have pork, I'd rather die."
I didn't say that. If I were having bacon. Just bacon. I don't even buy ground beef. Like I don't really eat a lot of red meat. That's why I have to stop going out because that's the only time I eat it. Like for real, is if I go.
How often do you go out?
I mean, not often. Like that's what I'm saying. I remember one time I had actually cut red meat out completely, and it wasn't as hard as I thought because if I'm not going, like if I go to Five Guys, I want like a burger,
right?
But if I go to Cookout. I usually don't even get a burger. I get like a chicken sandwich. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, if I go...
I've never had a burger from Cookout.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah, I usually get the chicken sandwich. Have you had their chicken sandwich?
No.
Like
I'll try it.
The grill one?
Yes.
Bro,
mm-hmm.
Get it cheddar style.
I'll think about it.
Chicken
get the grilled
burger.
onions on there.
That's what I've been getting into too. Grilled onions on burgers.
Lettuce.
Incredible.
Is it cheddar? No, cheddar style has bacon. You gotta tell them no bacon. But
He's trying to kill me.
That's just what I said. I told you no bacon because the true cheddar style has bacon. But like that's what I'm saying. I don't really like if I'm going out like that's when I'm prone to get it. Or if I'm out watching a basketball game or something like that, and then it's kind of like I'm not eating a salad while I'm out. So it's kind of like just give me the burger. Just give me the.
I might go give myself a turkey burger after this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
shoot.
but yeah, I'm like ground beef. I don't really eat. Like I don't put ground beef in my spaghetti. I do ground turkey.
Yeah, no, I get that too.
I'm health conscious. I am. I just have lapses, here and there. To be honest, the only thing that is like I still like want like red meat quote unquote is if I get pizza because I like pepperoni pizza.
Well, okay, yeah, that's.
But
why are you shaking your head?
I don't eat pork. I eat no type of pig.
So when you eat pizza, like what you put on it?
cheese.
That's it.
Just cheese pizza?
Cheese pizza, or I'll get grilled chicken on it.
Now, sometimes I do chicken and mushrooms on my pizza.
No fungi.
What's wrong with mushrooms?
So let's settle the debate. The most.
No, I already
don't put pineapple.
No
on
pineapple on pizza. No.
I've had it before. Man. Don't put pineapple.
Yes.
What?
I'll put it to you like this: it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get it from the right place.
Well,
man.
Okay. Pizza's one of those things that like it's hard to get like bad pizza. From this standpoint, follow me.
Yo,
I'm talking from the standpoint of, okay, I would prefer to have a like authentic pizza over like Domino's or Papa John's or Pizza Hut. Mm-hmm. But Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut is not. It's not like that pizza is not so bad that it's like, yo, I can't eat a slice.
I don't consider that pizza.
Right.
What? That's not
fast
pizza?
food pizza.
That's fast food. I'm from New Jersey. New York is right there.
All right.
We have very good pizza.
And also, Chicago pizza better than New York pizza.
I disagree.
I've never had it, so I'm not.
Because I want
I
that deep dish. Because I'm a bread guy.
So you just like bread, exactly. You just like bread.
Deep dish? Oh.
You just like bread.
Oh, I had that deep dish in Chicago. That is real, like authentic deep dish.
One
but
day I'll get
New
there.
York pizza is good.
I've had New York pizza.
It's amazing.
I wouldn't do it again.
Why not?
A little too greasy for me.
Where were you at getting New York pizza?
I was in like high school, senior year, about to perform at Carnegie Hall. We were like on a no dairy, no cheese diet type thing.
See that your stomach wasn't ready.
Exactly.
Your stomach wasn't ready.
For
your stomach wasn't ready. Don't blame that on the New York pizza. Don't blame that on New York pizza.
Wasn't ready for it.
I have some avid New Yorkers that you would not want to say that to.
Oh no, I'm not saying it was bad. It was just like I've never seen pizza that greasy before.
I don't know.
It's like the oil was dripping off of the pizza.
Yeah, you had some bad pizza.
Yeah, I've never had pizza like that.
When I was in Brooklyn, I was in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, and my man, he was like, "Yo, we're gonna get a slice from the spot." Mm-hmm. It was good. Like, listen, New Yorkers don't kill me.
Don't downplay it.
New Yorkers don't kill me because I want Chicago pizza over the New York pizza. But New York pizza is really good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just like saying, you like this. You know what I mean? Just because, I like Derek Jeter, a lot doesn't mean Mariano Rivera isn't good.
Understandable.
You feel me?
That was a good analogy. Okay, Ralan. Okay.
You feel me?
Every week he comes
That's
with
not
like a poignant line for the show, and
you know what I'm saying. Just because I like, you know what I'm saying. That I can like both. I just like the Chicago deep dish a little better. But that's what I'm saying. Like as far as like the chain pizzas, yeah, they're fast food pizzas, but it's like, if you have them, it's not like people go like, oh my God, like I can't take this. Now, I'm not talking about like the $5 Little Caesars that's been sitting around. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you actually order and then they have to make the pizza.
Right.
So that's what I mean, like from that standpoint. But with the pineapple, like we went all the way around. To come back to the pineapple part, number one, love pineapples, right? Don't like them with the pizza. It kind of gets your pizza a little soggy. Mm-hmm. And then the other part too is, now if you sit down with a whole pizza and eat it all the way through every time, like go to your doctor because
every time. Or my other combination is pepperoni and black olives. Amazing. Both y'all just rejected both my choices.
I like the olives.
I'm not here for the black olives.
Yeah.
Not even green olives. I don't know. I don't do green olives on pizza, but like green olives are like not bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If
it already
the pineapple already is kind of getting on there. The next, I would assume the three of us are not going to sit down and just wipe out a whole pizza every time. You know what I mean? When you warm that pizza back up that's got the pineapples on it, you can't.
No, I get, but here's the thing. Do you like pizza cold? Because I love, like, after it's heated up, I love cold pizza.
No.
I don't reheat the pizza over.
I can nuke it and it'd be okay. Like, it doesn't have to be piping hot, but cold pizza.
No, listen.
I think it actually tastes better.
When I if the next day on pizza, I turn the oven on 350. I promise you. Wow. Trust me. Turn your oven on 350 and slide that pizza back in there for about
Raylan
5 to 10 minutes.
He a little bougie.
That's not bougie. It's on the side.
Bougie. What if you don't have an oven, Raylan? Then what you gonna do?
You have an oven before you have. If you had a house, it'll be an oven in there for us.
But what if you're in college and you don't have an oven?
Okay, obviously if you don't have an oven, then you just don't have an oven.
Eat it cold.
Oh, put it in the microwave.
Put it in the microwave, yeah.
Then that just makes it soggy.
No.
I don't think you've had really good pizza before.
I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, put that pizza back in the oven on 350 for about 5-10 minutes. I promise you. It won't be exactly like you had it the day before, but it's the closest you can get. Plus, I like crispy crust. Like when I get that. When I get pizza, I get pizza done well done.
Oh no, I don't ask for a well done.
Yeah,
I like to burn it and then it just messes.
I ask for pizza
up.
well done. I like a little crisp on there. So that's me personally.
Do you like your popcorn a little burnt?
No.
I don't like burnt popcorn. I ain't ate popcorn in a long time.
Wait, but I see, going on the popcorn thing, I love popcorn. I think it's great. Popcorn with like Old Bay on it with just a dash of Old Bay.
Are you from Maryland?
Huh?
Are you from Maryland?
Yeah.
Y'all in the Old Bay. Y'all
It's gotta stop, right?
Y'all
It's gotta stop.
kill me with the Old Bay.
It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Y'all put it on everything.
But I'm not gonna go. But here's the thing: I'm not gonna go to the store and buy like a bag of the Old Bay chips. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna put a dash on my popcorn and call it a day. Maybe put a dash in like a Bloody Margarita or whatever you want to call it, Bloody Mary. That's it. But
those are wildly overrated, by the way.
Yeah,
wildly overrated.
Never had one.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, technically she's a student athlete. She's not supposed to drink.
Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Yeah,
don't waste your time.
It's not worth it.
Okay.
Old Bay, worth it.
I'll take it.
Bloody Marys, no, not worth it.
But you put Old Bay on like popcorn. I mean, I don't eat popcorn.
Not like cover. You got dash it, a little sprinkle.
Nah, I just like the popcorn regular.
Man, I'll bring it back.
Or Redenbacher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or Redenbacher, the small little bag, 94% fat.
So what if you
dash a little Old Bay? You pop it.
So when the movies open back up and you go to the movies, you're gonna try to.
Please don't tell me you bring a
container
Old Bay with you.
No, that's bougie.
Okay.
No, I typically don't get popcorn at movie theaters because it's too buttery. I don't like the soaked in butter popcorn. That's just like, ugh.
Popcorn and hot sauce.
Yo, our director just came in here. I don't think y'all heard what he said, but he was like,
that's
hot sauce
very
and popcorn.
Valid, though. That's valid. Hot sauce on popcorn change your life.
I'm not a big hot sauce eater.
Me either. I'm not a big hot sauce fan either.
Janet Jackson put hot sauce on her popcorn in Poetic Justice. Just saying. But I don't like hot sauce on my popcorn. I'm not, I don't really, I guess I don't really do hot sauce for real. Like I don't put it on my chicken. You know what I mean?
Is that to say you don't like spicy foods, or you just don't like hot sauce?
I'm not a big spicy food fan. Right. I've gotten a lot better when it comes to spice. As far as a little bit of heat, because a few years ago I was like wings. We wasn't going past like garlic parmesan.
Oh, what?
Because I just didn't. The spice wasn't. It just wasn't there. Like I'm like.
Ever have you a good
comment below
medium buffalo
your
wing?
Favorite pizza combination, your favorite popcorn combination, and your favorite food.
Now I'll do like the if I'm at B-Dubs, not a plug for B-Dubs, but like the Caribbean jerk or the Asian zing.
Asian zing.
That's as far as I cannot go past Asian zing. I'm not trying to go past it. Now, if you challenge me.
Then you just
to eat the hottest wing in there. I'll eat it.
It's the pride.
I've done it before.
Nope.
Tears in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like, yo, I bet you. First of all, don't ever bet me in nothing, because I'm going. First of all, I don't bet unless I'm involved, and I only bet when I know I'm going to win.
Smart. Keep your money in your pocket.
He was like, because he knew I didn't really eat hot wings. He was like, yo, I'm going to get the hottest wing in here. If you eat one, I'll do 200 push-ups in B-Dubs. I said, well, you better get your arms ready. You know what I'm saying? So I took the first bite. Tears started coming to my eyes. He started laughing. He walked across. He saw somebody he knew. He walked across B-Dubs, like talking to somebody. I sat there. I was just looking dead at him. He didn't even see me. I finished the wing. Crying in the face. Got out of my chair, went over to him, tapped on his shoulder, said, "You got your push-ups." He was like, "What?" I said, "Bro, you guys, everybody else at the table. Hey, look, don't challenge me. Now, if I'm challenged, I'll eat a hot wing. But that wing's too hot for enjoyment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Wings are supposed to be enjoyed. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're not supposed to be just
Old
too
Bay
hot.
wings, great.
I do like honey Old Bay wings.
Oh, yeah.
No, Nasia, honey Old Bay is good.
Especially from Lido.
Honey Old Bay wings are good. I'll give you
Have you ever had
Marylanders
hot
that.
honey sauce? Life changing. I'll bring you a bottle.
How hot is it?
Not that hot. It's a little hot, but it's
See, I don't like people like that. Not that hot. Not that hot.
Trust,
I don't like
trust
that.
me, I don't like
that.
spice. I don't like spice either. If I can handle it, you can handle it. I'll
Because
bring you a
some people
bottle.
was like, it's not that hot.
And it'd be ghost pepper hot.
No. It's not that bad. Trust me.
Okay.
I can't even do that hot. Trust me. I'll bring you a bottle. You'll enjoy it. You'll keep it in your fridge for like ever.
Okay, I hear you. So we kind of mentioned earlier about COVID-19 ending your junior season prematurely. So now we've been in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've been on campus, but you know, you spent the first 5 months of the shutdown at home. How are you entertaining yourself during the quarantine? What was it that you any TV shows, anything you just kind of did during the quarantine to like give yourself some entertainment?
Yes. Well, of course, I trained a lot. So I did a lot of like at-home workouts. I've been blessed enough to have a big enough backyard where I can go out and pitch in my backyard. So I did some of that. And then I'm an avid Grey's Anatomy fan, so I rewatched all seasons of Grey's Anatomy. Why are you looking at me like that?
I think that's pretty cool.
That's like, what, 15 seasons?
13.
Excuse me.
They're on the 14th right now.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
Yeah, so I did that, and then found some Netflix series, Bridgerton, Good Girls.
We're for the sake of our audience, if you're old enough, go watch Bridgerton. It's a wonderful series.
Yes.
Other than that, stay away from it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I started it and it just wasn't doing it for me.
Ralan, I know you lying. I
That
know
show
you're
was
lying.
I tried 2 different times, y'all. I tried 2 different times. I was like, okay.
You gotta watch it with like a group of like the proper group of friends.
What group I'm supposed to find to watch Bridgerton in a pandemic?
You
cannot believe you
you
said
better
that.
turn on the Zoom and find a friend.
I cannot believe you said
I've
that.
been
My
telling,
feelings are
I had
hurt.
a friend that told me, yo, Raiden, you just got to try again. And I said I'm going to try again. But that was over a month ago, and I just hadn't tried again. I'm going to dust myself off and try again.
So you're only on episode 3.
Yeah, 2, 3, something like that.
Keep watching.
Because, I mean,
You gotta get into it.
You gotta keep watching it.
It like the
All
first
right.
couple episodes are just kind of like, but once you like,
But see,
No.
that's the thing. I've like I've said about shows before. You gotta get me early, man.
they got me
They
hooked on
get
the.
you early.
I mean,
I got hooked on the 7th
I've
episode.
watched. I've seen the first couple episodes, but maybe I gotta try again. You know what I'm
Try
saying? This
again.
won't be the first time. I mean,
Ah,
even Snowfall.
This is-
like I'm watching that now. It had to be the second time on that. So I'm not against going back. So I'm not against going back and giving it a second time, but Bridgerton didn't do it for me.
let me tell you, I just want to mention a great fact for our loyal viewers. I have finally made a segment in this show where we have talked about a TV show, and I know what the hell we're talking about. So,
And I'm over here like, I didn't watch Bridgerton.
He said I had no hope. I finally made it.
Yeah, I didn't watch Bridgerton.
2 seasons in, 7 episodes in. Finally made it.
Listen, because I don't know, because she's younger, so the stuff I was talking about, she's not gonna be watching that.
What stuff?
You don't watch The Wire.
I don't even.
That's
know
what I'm
that
saying.
is.
She don't even know what that is. She don't watch that.
That's one thing, Raylan.
But like, no, The Wire. We were talking Power last year.
I watch Power.
Did you watch the Ghost, like the second part?
I haven't seen the season. I kind of stopped watching it after, I think I stopped watching it after Angela died.
Angela?
Yeah, I think I stopped watching.
Did you like
after
Angela?
that. I didn't like Angela. I liked her but didn't like her. Liked her because of the what she was trying to do. Didn't like her because you are literally breaking up a marriage. So, yeah, that's that.
I have not met one black woman in my life that likes Angela. Not
because
one.
why are you?
I'm not saying you
Okay.
gotta like Angela. I'm just saying, do you at least understand the situation?
Because the thing is, yeah, you had that fling
Y'all not
in
looking
high
at totality
school
at
and
that
da 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 da. But now he's married.
It wasn't
and he
just
has
that
children.
though. It was the part that Tasha did not believe in James St. Patrick.
Okay.
She believed in Ghost. But Ghost was gone. James St. Patrick was alive. And she didn't believe in that. Angela believed in James St. Patrick. And when you are a man,
But that's
you want your
because-
woman to believe in you,
Yes, but that's
not who you used to be.
That's because that's all Angela knew. Like, Angela knew James St. Patrick because that was in high school. All Tasha knew was Ghost. Ghost gave them a living. Ghost gave them the lifestyle she liked. Ghost, that's what Ghost gave her. So
He
you
still-
can't
James
fault
St. Patrick's
her
gonna
for
give
being
her that
like,
life
no,
too.
you need to be Ghost.
James St. Patrick's gonna give her that life. They was still gonna get bread. He had 3 clubs.
But when you start,
Okay, I'm not
when you
going-
start
we're not
doing
doing this.
stuff
I'm not
for
doing
so
this.
long, you get stuck in that. You get stuck in that thing of having what you want. Sometimes you don't want to stray for that because you don't know how it's going to work out.
Exactly.
So you stay with that one thing.
Trying to
See,
tell
I told
you.
you. Don't get me started.
Trying to tell
Don't
you,
get me
you got a second
started.
podcast coming up.
All I know is this. No black woman I've ever met likes Angela. They don't like Angela. They just don't like Angela. And look, I understand. Look, I'm not here for, trust me, people, I'm not here for breaking up families. I'm not saying cheating on your spouse is good either side. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. But in the context of the TV show, I understood why he did what he did. I'm not saying he was right. And let's not act like Tasha was an angel.
I didn't say
Because
she was. I didn't say she was.
she is top 2 characters I hate, and she ain't number 2. Shout out to Beyonce. She's top 2 hated character for me, and she ain't number 2. I hate Tasha. Hate is a strong word.
Yes, it is.
And I can't stand
Talk
Tasha.
about invested in a fictional TV series.
I hate it. Bro, there's only two TV characters in that like I really be like, yo, I just don't rock with them. Tasha's one, Stringer Bell's the other.
Right.
You can Google those people. There's a lot of people that like Tasha, so it's a whole lot of people that like Stringer Bell. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, see the thing about Stringer Bell, they don't like Stringer Bell. They like Idris Elba. You know what I mean? Because I actually heard a woman said she didn't know how bad, I haven't met one woman that doesn't like Stringer Bell. She said the reason she didn't realize how bad he was because she was just attracted to him. So she wasn't even caring about all the bad stuff he was doing. She was just like, oh, it's Idris. Oh, my God. Stringer Bell, terrible guy. Terrible guy. Idris Elba, great guy. Stringer Bell, awful. Naturi Naughton, great woman. Tasha St. Patrick, terrible.
Yeah, folks. I'm
Okay.
lost again. I thought I had
But
hope.
Bridgerton, so they was wearing the things.
Yeah.
It was a timepiece. You know what I mean? It was a timepiece. Y'all talk about Bridgerton.
We're not going to do it now. That
Especially
show.
since you haven't, Raylan, you better go and watch the series.
Watch the show.
I'm
then
gonna give
I'll
it
catch
another
up with
chance.
you.
I got a long weekend. You know
Yes,
what I'm
you
saying?
do.
Yes, you do.
Happy Easter out there.
Yeah.
know what I'm
Good
saying?
Friday.
He rose again.
Is the day
know what I'm
this
saying?
episode comes out. So happy
I watched
Good Friday
6
to you.
episodes in one day.
No, listen. I've heard a lot of people. You know, Bridgerton was their thing. I was a big Scandal fan. Shonda Rhimes.
Love Scandal,
You know
love
what I'm saying?
Scandal.
I'm Shonda Rhimes, so I always try
Did
to
y'all
get behind
watch, did y'all
Shonda.
watch How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah, I did. I fell
was-
off.
I fell off, but I got back on it. That show was good.
I
Really,
was
really good.
hesitant at first because I thought it was like a spin-off of Scandal, and I'm an avid Scandal. So I was like, not this show trying to be like Scandal. I'm not watching it.
I'm a gladiator, for real.
But I did end up watching How to Get Away with Murder, and it was good.
How to Get Away with Murder is actually another show I had to try twice. The first time I was like, nah.
Maybe it's just you.
Yeah.
No, it's certain shows that like immediately. You know what I mean? And it's like other shows, like, cause I mean, my taste is weird, man.
We
what
know
I'm saying?
this.
I'm gonna shout out, some TV shows that I know. Mr. Brophy over here. I like Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? I like Frazier. I like King of Queens.
King of Queens is good.
I like Modern Family. Those are shows off the beaten path because most black people. What you like? Oh, I like Martin. I like Fresh Prince. Duh. So does everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I got a hot take about Martin too. I think Martin was really good.
I'm about to say, watch what you say.
I think Martin was really good,
Don't
but
get
I
yourself
think
in trouble.
I think it fell off at the end. I think it really fell off at the end, and I think the best part of Martin was not the episodes, but the characters. Mm-hmm. So I feel like when we say Fresh Prince, I say that's a great TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you tell me Fresh Prince, I recall episodes. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you about episode when
Martin is the jokes.
Yes, like if you ask me about Martin, I'd be like, man, I love Jerome. Mm-hmm. Man, I love Bruh Man. Man, I love.
think that's just basically on how the way the show is written.
Well,
honestly,
I mean, yes,
and just
but
the actress that's playing.
but at the same time, like Martin's show, they had plots and they had, you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
I feel like it was even the plot was more geared towards like the character or like just trying to get the joke off. Like Fresh Prince, it was the
storyline.
The storyline was there, but they threw the jokes in there. The jokes like.
The joke wasn't the storyline.
The joke wasn't the storyline.
Right.
Martin, I think the joke was the storyline. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, most people, but like, I
Are you
like
the type of person that likes like Friends.
Oh no.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Living single
you
all
were saying
day.
Seinfeld and stuff like that. So
No,
I was like,
'cause-
Friends.
No, Friends is. I don't watch. You watch Friends? Have you ever watched Friends?
I've watched a few episodes.
How you feel about Friends? What about
I don't
your
love it. I don't hate it.
friends? You don't like Friends?
I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's
I
how
didn't.
am.
I didn't laugh. I watched 4 episodes of Friends one time. I thought about laughing twice. Keyword thought. I was like, huh? Like, which one? It was. I don't even know their names. Like, okay, what was Jennifer Aniston's name?
Rachel.
Rachel, the taller one. Was that Phoebe? The taller
I
one.
didn't watch it. All I know is Jennifer Aniston and Rachel. That's all I know.
Okay, the taller one on Friends. Was it Phoebe?
It was Phoebe.
It was. Thank you, Joe.
Joe again.
It was Phoebe. Phoebe said one thing. I said, huh, I think people were supposed to laugh at that. That was supposed to be funny. And then Chandler,
That sounds right.
he said something. I was like, huh, people were supposed to laugh at that. 4 episodes. I thought about laughing twice.
Well,
now
that's-
Living Single, oh, we laugh.
Oh, love that.
Oh, I love me some Maxine Shaw, attorney at law.
What about A Different World?
Oh, that's an off rip. Love for a different world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law.
Never seen it.
Like I was saying, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law. I'm not even going to go.
Why are you
I'm not
shocked?
even going to go in. But Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, she was like, I'm telling you, between her and Johnny Cochran, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Well, you're a sports journalist now. Sorry.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, because first of all, like, lawyer, man, I ain't want to wear a suit every day. I like wearing suits, but I ain't want to wear one every day. And then there was a lot of school after school. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, meh. But, I wanted to be a lawyer when I was a kid because of Johnny Cochran and Maxine Shaw, attorney at law. One real, one fictional, but what you see is, it kind of comes in you. Mm-hmm. But like, y'all tripping. Seinfeld is good.
I just never got
Mr.
into
Brophy,
it.
can you give me a thumbs up whether you like Seinfeld or not?
See, he don't even like it. Boo.
Yeah, he gave the jazz hands. Nah,
But
I don't know.
Seinfeld, Frazier's good, King of Queens, Modern Family. Those are like shows
of
that,
Queens.
kind of off the beaten path that I'm like, yo, I like those. And then other than that, I kind of, I noticed too, I mean, I've got away from cartoons early too. So
Yeah,
like,
that wasn't me.
did you watch cartoons? You still watch,
did.
you watch anime now?
I don't watch anime.
Yeah.
I don't.
I did
never,
like Cartoon Network,
I've never have.
Nick. So I did like the Samurai Jack, the Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Those.
yeah, that's a little after my time.
Yeah, that's y'all, yeah.
Sorry.
I was Rugrats. Hey
Yep.
I do
Arnold.
Rugrats. Hey Arnold.
Hey,
I
Arnold.
remember when Rocket
Cat and
Power.
Dog.
I remember Rocket Power and SpongeBob was like first coming out.
Yeah.
First
I wasn't
coming out.
allowed to watch SpongeBob when it first came out.
I didn't
was
like
not
SpongeBob.
allowed.
I still don't like SpongeBob. Sorry to break anybody's heart. Don't like SpongeBob. Rocket Power, thought it was the coolest show ever.
Yeah, I'm good.
Kids
with,
Next Door, love that show.
Yeah, I'm good with Rocket Power. SpongeBob was kind of like.
How did your parents feel about Power Rangers?
I mean,
That is the devil, and I could not watch it. That's what I was told growing up.
I watched a little Power Rangers. I wasn't heavy into Power Rangers.
It was kind of bits and doses, little spritzes.
I never really. I thought about it the other day. Like there's not much like outside of playing sports. There's nothing in my life that I kind of I can remember as a kid, like just kind of stuck with me all the way through. Like, you know, some people like they like SpongeBob when they was a kid, and then when they get older, they got like SpongeBob Book Bag, SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there was nothing that like I was so heavy into that I like just from a kid, like cartoon or like fictional character wise, that I just kind of stuck with. That's probably why I was like. I mean, like how everybody's into like, oh, the next Marvel's coming out. Like
my sister, shout out to my sister, is like a huge Marvel fan. Runs like a TikTok and everything. Like,
yeah, like I know the Avengers and stuff like that. I went and watched Black Panther, but like
you said you didn't watch Black Panther?
I said I went and watched Black Panther, but like I didn't. It wasn't like. But see, that was what I'm saying. It's like sometimes there were certain people who were like into like the Marvel universe. I guess you could say.
Yeah,
they liked Black Panther even more than like those of us who just went, you know, to support because it was other storylines, and they was like, I don't know.
I made it through like 5 movies of the actual way you're supposed to watch it. Still haven't.
I actually got yelled at one time by Jordan Robinson.
Finished it.
She was a former teammate. Avid Marvel fan, and something she was watching.
Surprise me.
She was watching like a marathon or something, and I tried to like walk in. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know this was before this and this," and she was like, "What are you talking about?" And da da da. I'm like, "Okay, let's relax."
Then I know down a couple notches.
And then I know that thing where it's saying like certain movies, even though they came out after you're supposed to watch it.
It's before.
Yeah.
I was like, then why not produce it
doesn't make no
before?
sense.
And I've seen like. And that's the other thing too. I tried to go back and watch some like in order, and I'm trying to like do it now, but I'm kind of like I'll ask someone like basically I kind of just said, all right, just get me to like Endgame or like Infinity, or so I can just like so I can just get those parts because those are the only 2 movies people really reference. They're not referencing like I don't know, the first Captain America really. You know what I mean? So I mean. I wasn't into the Marvel universe. And, you know.
Not into Marvel, not into Star Wars, not into Lord of the Rings.
You watch Star Wars?
No, I'm into the Harry Potter world. That's my thing.
Did you see that thing on Twitter? They said Harry Potter was 6'11"?
Are you serious?
No.
And they said he was playing for the wrong Wizards. It was like Harry Potter's 6'11" and he playing for the wrong Wizards. Oh, poor.
That's pitiful. You know, I just got the books. Speaking of which, I've closed out my childhood officially. I've finally got all 7 books. Can't wait to put them up.
Have you read them all?
Yeah, of course I have. You just go to the library and sit in the library all afternoon. You know, one book I would read or one series I would read. I was in full.
I read a lot of books, but I just kind of bounced around. I didn't really follow along. I just kind of, you know, that sounds like a good book. I still do that now. Like the books I have at my house, it's like not even. It's not. It's like no rhyme or reason. Like if I see somebody on an interview or something like that, and they talking about a book, I'm like, oh, that's something I think I'll read. I'll read it. So it's like it's kind of all over the place. Like as far as what I have, but
dope.
I mean, you know, but Harry Potter, especially
the best movie series of all time. Everybody copied after it. It's like, oh, we're gonna make a third and a fourth and a fifth movie, and et cetera, et cetera.
You talking about Harry Potter? I don't know, man. Like, I
think it's great. Love it.
And you said Lord of the Rings? You watch Lord of the Rings?
No, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I'm more reality TV. Like, not bad reality, more like HGTV.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like,
come on.
That's like reality TV.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah,
let's talk about some Property Brothers. Okay?
Okay.
Let's talk about some Fixer Upper.
I wanted them to build my house, and then I found out they don't go outside of Texas, and I was very upset.
Which one? Fixer Upper?
Fixer Upper, Joanna. Oh,
Yeah.
love her.
Fixer Upper.
They're cool.
Property Brothers.
they're
Flip or
cool.
Flop.
Love It or Listed.
Love It or
Love It or
Listed.
Listed.
Come on, man.
Good Bones.
All that. But then I'll get out and I'll do like the reality. Like I watch Hoarders.
Oh,
Ew.
Y'all
I
like
can watch it, but I just like cringe. stuff.
No, I like-
I don't like dirty stuff.
Well, see, this is the thing. I mean, okay, if you're watching Hoarders, you don't need to eat while you're
Yeah,
watching Hoarders.
don't.
I made that mistake one time. Now,
Or My Strange Addiction. Don't.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that one
but the
either.
thing, see, this is the thing about Hoarders because it's like, I like to see that part where they break. You know what I mean? You seen that? Have you ever seen that
Right.
episode? Like it's like where they all start off. Please come help me clean my house. Oh, it's so
need
bad.
help.
It's just gotten so bad. My kids won't come see me and all that. And it's always they're like, yeah, go ahead. And then pop on the screen 10 minutes later. Whoa. What's your I need that bucket. I need that bucket. It'd be like rat droplets of it. What you gonna do with I can wash it out. That can go to a flea market.
Yeah, I can reuse
That's
it.
the part I like. I'm like, they gonna crack. I've never seen an episode of Hoarders. It may be, look, they may have recorded an episode and somebody actually let them clean. But that moment that they crack, that's what I live for.
That's good television right there.
I live for it because I'm like, they're gonna crack.
Right. So let me bring it back around.
Mm-hmm.
So TV shows and like cooking. Are you into the like? What's your favorite cooking show?
I love Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
My favorite show.
Love Guy Fieri. I love the Guy's Grocery Games. I love all of that. And then also Chopped. Chopped was more of like my kind of imagination.
Right.
Whereas Guy Fieri and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive was more of something I enjoyed.
Like
Watching
like road trip
all
style.
over the country, the different types of places. But Chopped was like, I actually did like a kind of like a Chopped competition when I was in high school where I was given ingredients and had to make something. So that's like challenges my imagination and my originality and stuff like that. So those are the two shows that I like absolutely love. And I fall asleep watching them. I wake up watching them. It's
Facts.
just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the stage of the game where I can watch Food Network for literally hours on end and not be hungry. I've hit that threshold. I don't get hungry anymore when I watch Food Network.
Food Network never really made me hungry. Like I was just kind of like another TV show I was watching. You watch Hell's Kitchen?
Oh,
Yes, and
Love Hell's Kitchen.
I would never. My
What about
family always asks me,
Gordon Ramsay?
"You want to go in there? You want to go in there?" And I would never. I don't like being yelled at. Like cooking is like my sanctuary. The kitchen is my sanctuary.
Right.
When you
Yes,
bring in
chef.
somebody that's like
Yes, chef.
yelling at you and calling you like names and like wrong, it's just like, okay, I don't want to
it's
do
wrong. What are you doing? It's wrong.
Yeah.
I remember one time he looked at someone and said, "You really thought somebody would eat that?" I was like, "It looked pretty good to me."
This. Or
Like I was like, "It don't look that bad."
with the two like pieces of bread, he's like, "What are you? An Indian sandwich?" Yeah,
I'm like,
Oh, man.
I could never.
Gordon
yeah.
Ramsay. But I do have that like on my bucket list to go to one of his restaurants and just try it
Definitely.
out.
Oh, I want to go, but
Definitely. I want to go to the
should.
Hell's Kitchen in Vegas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the one they say to go
But
to.
not like, you know, be on the actual show.
No, I don't.
That would
I-
do so much to my character. I don't think
But
I
see-
could come back from it.
The thing is, I think too, the other part of I've always liked, thought about with like cooking shows and things of that nature. I mean, like I like to cook and I'm whatever, but when I cook, I'm cooking for like we're just cooking to eat. I'm not cooking to, make it look good and decorate.
It's all about the plating.
It's all about the
It's all about the
presentation.
plating.
I don't need that.
Hey,
Just give me
let
the
me ask you this. You know, when
give me
you
the
serve an entree, do you know what side the meat goes on?
Do you know the difference between a salad fork and a dinner fork?
I do know that now.
Okay,
The space between
right.
One
joints.
fork's also shorter.
and then the other one, yeah, but it's also wider
Wider.
as well. But no, I don't know what side. What
Yeah,
side?
the
what
meat
size-
always faces the person.
Yep.
Oh,
Every time I eat, I always do that.
You always want to put the focal of the dish in front of the person.
so if you're at a restaurant, when they sit your food down, are they supposed to do
It's
that as
supposed
well?
The protein's supposed to be in front of
Right.
you.
If they're doing it right, the protein is in front of you.
Okay, I was when we started like actually going out again. I was like see if people
Be more
do
conscious of
Yeah,
that.
I'd be more conscious of that.
Those are just things I noticed.
Especially if
first
I'm
thing I
at
go
like
to
a nicer
restaurant.
place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
You
the
know
only,
what
that's the
you're supposed to
only bad part about taking like cooking classes and like the actual production classes, because you're so picky when you go to restaurants now. How things are plated,
It's
served
like
to
second
you.
nature now. It's just like
It's just
these
like-
forks are the same fork. This should not be this.
Right.
now I have noticed that a lot. I'm like, just because you give me 2 forks doesn't mean one is a salad fork.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have noticed that, but I mean, I don't really know. Like,
Well, now you know.
But I'm gonna be conscious of that now. Well, I mean, I guess like because that's what y'all want. Like now, man, like from like journalism, man, please. When people interview on TV, when I read stuff, I'm like, this is just. I remember one time I read something, and like my brother was sitting beside me, and I read this, and I read the first line. I was like, this is awful. Like, I was like, this is awful. He was like, what? I was like, bro, this. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
that sentence
deconstruct the
structure is off.
sentence.
Like, I was like, this is bad. So,
That's what you do though
I
when
can
you
feel-
spend a lot of time in your craft.
Yeah, I could feel that. I could feel that. For
Right.
Sure.
Well, let's do this. So after you get through this amazing internship this summer, you finish. You're obviously going to do a master's degree while you're here, or are you?
No. The way that it is there is no master's in hospitality management or culinary, so I have to do business. And for me to do business, it would take more than 1 year.
Right.
And UMES is only getting 1 more year out of me. So I'm going to do I'm just going to reapply as an undergrad and just do general studies. I'll do only 12 and do my year and be done with it. So I'm basically a non-degree seeking student when I come back.
Interesting.
Nice little.
Well, I guess you've already done the minor, so you can't really
Exactly.
do another one. But that's cool.
I like
So
that.
after you get done with that, what are your plans after you're done with UMES?
Culinary school in Lower Manhattan. That's a 10-month program. And then I will be studying and learning in Italy for about 2 years. And then I'll come back to the States.
I don't think she's gonna come back, folks. I have a good feeling.
But if she come back, that carbonara gonna be
Carbonara is gonna be something else. I'm gonna be lining up at the
that's
restaurant.
real authentic carbonara. I may start eating bacon again. Well, I didn't stop, but you know what I mean.
But
I thank you for letting me know that because
You're
they
welcome.
didn't tell me anything. I'm shocked.
You're like American Italian.
I know, man.
knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is power.
I feel awful, man. I feel awful. But Nasya, thanks for coming through. It was on short notice and stuff like that, but we appreciate you coming through. Before you go, looking, any of the cameras, or just let the people know social media, wherever they can find you, Twitter, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Where can the good people find
TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
you? TikTok.
No TikTok, but
Oh, you're not doing the little dance.
You're not doing the
You're not doing
TikTok?
dance.
Julia
You're
and
not doing
T
the dance. You're not doing-
24/7 doing dances. I'm just not the one to do them.
You're not doing dances. Come on.
But definitely Instagram and Twitter. It's Nay the Kid, so Nay.thekid. And yeah, that's it. That's usually all I use. Nothing
Wonderful.
else really.
As always,
And if you see me around campus, say hi. I'm
Say
very
hi.
friendly.
She lying. I'm playing.
Gosh.
I'm joking. I'm joking, people. She's nice to the people she wants to be nice to. So everybody but me.
Sounds about right.
it's all good. It's all
No, I'm
good.
just kidding. But thanks for coming through, Nasya.
Of course, anytime.
All right. And so
Yeah.
our socials.
Our socials. But before we do that, quick plug, because we always like to shout out our people on the show. Holding Your Craft, the podcast featuring Jason Crafton, head men's basketball coach, and Fred Batchelor, head women's basketball coach. Their episode 4 is out now on Facebook. Just visit Eastern Shore Hawks on Facebook to see that episode.
Absolutely. And as always, follow me on Twitter, Ray_Law12, Instagram, R_Wardlaw, TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we love the TikTok.
I mean,
Are you starting a TikTok?
Renegade.
no, I'm not starting TikTok.
Sorry, folks.
Y'all know my saying. If it's good on TikTok, it'll make it to Instagram and Twitter. So Snapchat, Law of the Land, Facebook, LinkedIn, Ralan Wardlaw, across the board, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah. You can find me at Langston Frazier on Twitter, Langston Frazier on LinkedIn. You can follow my other podcast, Langston Frazier Show Podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcast. And I guess we'll give you some athletic social media handles too, because that's super important for all the latest on the Hawks. Even though we're not playing sports right now, you can follow us on Twitter at ESHawksSports, ESHawks on Instagram, Eastern Shore Hawks on Facebook. And as always, for latest information, you can see us on easternshorehawks.com, and just make sure you use our hashtag HawkPride, our shore, our team.
Absolutely. Joining in on the conversation of Talk of the Shore at mdtalkshore@gmail.com. If you have anything you want us to tackle, any guests you would like to see,
let us know what your favorite pizza is and your favorite popcorn combination is, and all that
wings,
good jazz.
all of that.
Just use the hashtag TalkShore when you do it.
Absolutely. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're on Apple, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast, and also for the visuals
on YouTube. Talk of the Shore on YouTube. Just look up Talk of the Shore podcast. We're right there. All I think 17 episodes are there, and we'll plug a link, of course, down below in the comments for you. Absolutely. As always, this podcast has been produced with COVID-19 measures in place. We've all been tested for COVID, and we are all negative, and Ralan has his first shot. So really...
Next week, I will have a report on how I feel.
And he'll have his second shot.
After the second one. I think I may do some on Instagram. Like,
there we go.
Because just letting people know how I feel. Mm-hmm. I've heard a lot of
Evan did it. Evan did like a whole... the assistant volunteer volleyball coach did her whole thing on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It was super, super cool. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to see how you kind of react to the second shot, because I got to get mine. I'm planning to try to get mine before commencement ceremony, which will be in person. That is the big news of the day, folks, here on the shore. Commencement will be in person on the 14th of May, and I will be there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I will share how I'm how I'm doing next week after shot number 2, and I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm doing my part to get all this back to normal. I mean, because the simple way of just staying inside, people don't want to do. So now the vaccine is here. I know a lot of people who have gotten it, and young, old, big and small, and they've been all right. So
no complaints.
That's what we're gonna do. I mean, we're shoot me up right there in the left.
Hey, don't forget your sticker though. Don't forget your sticker.
Yeah, I saw somebody today with a sticker on. So I think I may I'm gonna ask them if I can get extra actually.
Sure.
So I can just
put it on your laptop or whatever.
Yeah, so everywhere. Well, then I can just put it on every shirt I wear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you don't have to carry your card around with you.
So I don't have to carry my card,
Laminate it, put it in your back pocket.
For the free donuts at Krispy Kreme as well.
But
we're eating clean now.
Yeah, we're eating clean.
Your body's a temple, people. Drink your water.
And
this is kind of a cool...
I didn't say eat bacon.
Yeah.
In moderation, you can have bacon.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Shout out to our in-studio crew. Shout out to our director, Joseph Bird, who made 2 appearances today on the show. If you didn't hear him, we might have to put like a director's cam in there at this point. That's what he's calling for at this point. Shout out to our audio supervisor, Mr. Lewis, for being here. We appreciate all y'all. And yeah. Hey, Joseph, throw me in camera for it. Hey, Ralan, take us out.
As always, this has been another episode of Talk of the Shore. My name is Ralan Wardlaw.
I'm Langston Frazier. We'll see you next week on Talk of the Shore, people.
Thank you, everybody.
See ya.